right, well, we did it. I'm an Ironman, and so are a lot of people, new people after Coeur d'Alene.
Wow. I mean, I don't even know if I can put this in words. It was, I mean, the race, the few days leading up to the race were just, they were just magic.
It was everything it was cracked up to be. Just amazing.
When everyone asked me how it was magical. It was the most incredible experience I have ever been a part of.
Whew. It's hard. It's really hard. I finished, and I tell you what, the BCC kits are magic.
It was incredible to meet everybody. It was so beautiful to see so much support for the people that were racing, from their families and from their friends and from the other people that were racing, the other participants. We got together on Thursday before the race, and we had a little social night, and it was great. Everybody was just, you know, full of questions for each other, and we were all excited and nervous.
Every time I turned around, something was being announced. At the athlete briefing, they were talking up what I was doing, what I was supporting, what the team was doing. I've never heard that at any single race I've been at. Dave Lorad and Chris Galloway were talking about it.
JJ's raising money for something called Ethan's Fund, which is set up to support mental health initiatives, which includes suicide prevention. His family doesn't want other families to go through what they've had to go through and what they've had to endure. Can I also ask everyone else who's wearing a similar shirt, who's being supportive in that process this weekend, please stand.
Everything that went on to support to support what I'm racing for Ethan, for Ethan's Fund. Everybody standing behind me, behind our family, that I didn't expect. I don't even have words for that. All I can say is thank you, everybody. Just thank you. You all are outstanding. You all are awesome. Thank you so much for everything you did. Thank you so much for everything you're doing.
In May, I made the decision to not race Coeur d'Alene. By then, it's too late to get out of the race. It was always too late, though. By the time I got in, I could have deferred it, but I decided to not do it, and I have to say, it was a great decision, the right decision for me.
You know, above all, it was just a good family experience, you know, getting to see the community of Ironman from a totally different perspective than I'm used to.
My Sherpa wife had a blast at this event. You know, she came down to the swim start about 7 o'clock, and she did not leave the venue. She didn't go back to the house, didn't go back to the Airbnb. She stayed down there the whole freaking day until my slow buck crossed that line, you know, 16 hours and 15 minutes later. So she said she had a blast hanging out with everybody, and that made me happy.
For the first time ever, Bob and I were there together at a race neither of us were doing. So neither of us were racing. We were both there to cheer for the team, and it was wonderful. I have to say, over the top wonderful, because we were both there at the beginning of the swim start, and we were still there at midnight. Never have we done that.
To see all the people and all the friends that were there, and my parents came, and one of my good friends who used to be a client and is just a good friend now came, and the support was overwhelming. It was one of the coolest things I've ever done.
Being with everyone on the team and building this camaraderie that, you know, people were from all over the country and maybe had never met each other before. It was such a great experience to meet everyone, first of all, and then to see everyone back and forth and back and forth and back and forth on the run, and just sharing high fives and congratulatory sentiments. It was an experience like no other that I will definitely never forget.
One of the coolest experiences I've ever had. Like, I didn't know what I was getting myself into when I signed up for this. I mean, I knew what I was getting into going to race an Ironman. You know, it's hard, it's gonna suck, it's, you know, it's gratifying, it's all that good stuff, but doing it with a group of people that I really don't know was awesome. It was so cool. You know, get to know everybody a little bit over all our video entries over, you know, the past 6 months or so, and then finally getting to meet everybody at the race was super awesome. Like, it was, I don't know, it's hard to explain, man. It was just really, really cool. Felt like I knew everybody forever when, you know, it was the first time I met pretty much everybody there.
Go easy! Nice job! Well done! Get out your number around the corner. Great job! Marcus, how are we feeling? All good? All good? Great.
Did you have a good swim? Anytime I make it, it's a good swim. Oh, man. Keep it up. Good day for a good day. Beautiful. Feeling great. Wouldn't want to be anyplace else. Lucky to be alive.
Just the course was just littered with people cheering on BCC and friends doing the race, and we're all calling out to each other every time we pass and smiling and waving, and sometimes that'd be the only time I'd smile. The second lap of the bike, it was the only time I smiled, is whenever I saw people, because it made me so happy to see them. When I first came back into town after the 56 miles, I honestly wanted to quit. Like, I was in so much pain. My knee had started hurting a bit, and I was miserable. And I come back into town and start hearing people cheering for BCC, for me, and I tear up, and I just smiling so big because I can't help it, and just keep going and push through.
Unfortunately, on race day, my Ironman ended at mile 54 of the bike. Don't really know what happened. All I really remember is hitting some rumble strips, and the next thing I knew, I was airborne. I felt a violent impact, and then another, and then I felt like a skier tumbling out of control down a hill. I just couldn't stop rolling. I finally came to a stop somewhere on the other side of the guardrail and down a hillside. When I came to a stop, I didn't know if anybody had even seen me go over. My first fear was even being found. It was pretty scary. I was aware enough of my surroundings that I looked at my fingers and I could move them. I kind of moved my feet a little bit, so that was a good start. I kind of was in and out for a few minutes, and the next thing I heard was a voice of a woman saying, "Are you hurt? Are you hurt?" And I couldn't muster enough energy to really even respond. That person's name is Lori. She's an Ironman official. She came down and checked on me, told me who she was, that she would get me help, and she stayed with me. And a few minutes later, a second woman stopped, an athlete, stopped her race, spent a good 15 or 20 minutes with me. Her name was Jennifer. She said she was a doctor. And between Lori and Jennifer, they helped make my day pretty exceptional, because I was pretty scared and I was pretty hurt and I didn't know what was going to happen next. Anyways, I was able to talk to Lori this week, and it was a wonderful interaction. She said she was a motorcycle official who saw a bike on the edge of the road with the rear wheel still spinning, but couldn't find the rider. And she said she frantically ran the ditch line looking for someone when she found me. Jennifer, I haven't been able to identify yet. I'm going to work on it. I'm a trained investigator. I'll figure out where she is. There's only so many Jennifers that did the race, and only so many of them are doctors. And I just want to say thank you to her, because she took 15 minutes out of her race day to help somebody. And I'm most appreciative.
Good job.
So one of the things that was special to me in Coeur d'Alene actually happened a few years ago, and that was in Canada. Dave Orlowski said, "When are you going to do one of these?" And I said, "I don't know, when I retire." And he says, "Well, the day you want to do one of these, I want to do it with you." And unfortunately, Dave passed, lost his battle with cancer. But I told Luis Alvarez that story, and he said, "Well, I'm going to take Dave's place, and I'm going to do an Ironman with you." And I didn't think a lot about it. And I knew Luis was coming to do the race with us, and that was really cool because he's a legend. But then the day before the race, he said, "Hey, you need to try to catch me on the bike so that I can do the marathon with you, and we'll do it together." And Luis finished the bike a little bit in front of me, and I saw him at one of the turnarounds, and he said, "If you speed up, I'll slow down and we'll finish this thing together." And this is on my first lap. And I got to the next aid station. He was sitting in a lawn chair waiting for me. And to get to do 2.5 laps of the marathon with Luis Alvarez, it was his 202nd or 203rd Ironman. What an honor and a privilege, and what like a memory I'll always cherish. Not just him, but of Dave Orlowski and how he inspired people to do stuff. So Luis and Dave, yeah, you guys always said you would be part of my Ironman journey, and yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool.
You got this, brothers.
Oh, yes. Waiting for Downey. He's just behind. Less than a K.
Gonna get it down for BCC.
Awesome.
I mean, you know, at the start of the race, right? I looked at you and I started to cry. I was like, I was in a dark place 8 months ago, you know?
Yeah.
And you were like a little angel that came and just like, you know, just gave me a little message. And then I reached out to some friends and they said, "You need to do this because this is why you did Ironman, for this community, for this friendship, for these causes, for these people that are gonna be my friends forever." And it's so amazing. All I was doing the whole bike ride, and even now, is just looking for everybody.
Isn't that great? How's it going, brother?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah?
Yeah, feeling strong right now.
Awesome. You got some good lotion.
What's that?
You got some good lotion on your face.
Yeah, oh yeah, just still on there. I just like smashed.
All right, brother, get some.
Yeah. I see that, thank you.
How's it going, my friend?
Why do people do these things?
Yeah, exactly. Wait, hang on. I think you signed up for it.
Oh, that's right. That's right. It's been great seeing everybody out here.
How is it for the team, man?
It's really cool.
Yeah?
And like people commenting on the kit, saying you matter, and saying you have the nicest kit out here.
I love it.
So
I love it.
It's been a great experience, minus the the pain I'm currently in.
Yeah.
But
are you what mile are you
on? 16 or 17 or
nice.
something.
You're kicking it right along.
So, I'm gonna walk now.
You do what you gotta do.
All right.
Looking strong.
This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. I'm doing okay, but I can feel it starting to.
What are you on mileage?
Like 7. I'm finishing up my first lap.
It's been a good day.
Yeah?
It's gone by really fast for being out here for like a million hours.
You get caught in the hail?
I got caught in some rain.
Yeah.
But I prepared for that.
Nice.
So adversity didn't win today.
Yeah, as expected.
Yeah.
So I knew this was going to be mostly a walk.
The skiing paid
it
off though, right?
It did. I felt great on the bike. I've been dealing with a little leg injury. I haven't run in about 3 weeks, so.
Oh boy.
You know.
Okay. All right.
But it's going as expected.
Awesome.
You know,
awesome.
we're gonna get to the finish line.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
Weston Galloway. Congratulations, Weston. You are an Ironman. Congratulations, Izzy Bowman. You are an Ironman. Keats McGonigal. You are an Ironman. Judah McGannon, 20-time Ironman finisher. You did it again. You are an Ironman.
Really glad to be wearing BCC and supporting Ethan's fund.
That's awesome.
Not
JJ
sure.
just
Not sure.
went through.
Good.
Well back.
Not sure I would have finished if I didn't have it.
Well, dude, what's it like having a team like this?
Man, well, I hope some of these connections stick, and I'm sure they will. I'm really pumped about it.
But today I thought a lot about suffering, right? Because my son's gonna go through the finish line for me, right? And I'm out here to suffer for him because I can't even fathom the suffering he had in the last few moments of his life. And the suffering I endured today is not even close to what he endured. So anything I can do is trying to pay that back a little bit. So I think that's part of the reason now that I kind of do this stuff, right? And it kind of makes me think that a little bit of guilt as a father too, because, you know, child died on my watch. And so there's some guilt there. And so I think that's why the Ethan's Fund Foundation is so important to me, so that we can use those funds to help people in need with mental health, with suicide prevention, so that another family doesn't have to go through what I'm going through. They don't have to suffer.
We love you, bro.
Right on.
Love you. Proud of you.
Thank you.
You know, I wanted to see all my friends grow. I wanted to see myself grow, and I think we all did. It was super exciting. I think everyone pushed me to be better.
Dylan Camacho, for the first time in your life, you are an Ironman.
This is an emotional thing, and it's been an emotional roller coaster since the very start. And I'm not done. There's no way. So my wife is watching. I'm not done. I'm not sure what's next, but I have some ideas. I'd love to race with the BCC team again. That's just the most badass crew and cool cats around, so hope we can hook up again.
Matt McClone, you are an Ironman.
So grateful for this group of friends that have come into my life. Some of them had already been there, but some I just made, and I'm so excited to be part of this team and to see that this team is ready to continue and wants to continue. I don't know, I really don't think I expected our team to become as close as it did and to be in each other's corner as much as it is. I think I figured, yeah, we'd all be wearing a kit, but it wouldn't really change much. We wouldn't really be doing the race together. It's such an individual race. And doing it essentially as a tri-club really opened my eyes.
Way to get her done, Marcus. Marcus Thomas, you are an Ironman. Robert Montoya, you are an Ironman. Julian Hilgareda.
You sign up, you have to do it. I had all those first timers there. Gotta lead by example, you can't quit. So, range of emotions when they're out there. You just feel like absolute hell. And then you start feeling good, and then you feel like hell again, and then you're like, what the hell am I doing this for?
You survived that car crash. You're the 13-time Ironman finisher. Way to get her done, my friend. Bob Gitsom, you are an Ironman. Corey Holstein, you did it again, brother. You are an Ironman. Dave Downey, you worked hard, put in the time, and you are an Ironman. I've probably called you over 100 times, Luis. Again, Luis Alvarez from Mexico City, you are an Ironman.
Like I said, I'm at a loss for words about it. I keep saying the same thing. Just thank you for everyone and everybody wearing the shirts, showing the solidarity in what we were doing, our cause.
JJ Schuster Racing, in honor of your son, you are an Ironman.
Well, look at what we can do. When we were at the finish line, I said to Dave and I said to Marcus, I said, look what you all started. Just by having a few drinks together at Ironman Wisconsin and said, let's do this. And this is what the end result of it was. So look what happened. Thank you guys. That's all I can say. The race was not just the race, but the journey. And everything surrounding it was phenomenal.
My desire was to be all in and really go for it and train for and finish the race. That didn't happen, but something better did happen for me, is being on this team and feeling connected to a really incredible group of humans. I'm really grateful for that, and I'm really happy that people want to go forward.
I really needed this to be as special as it was. And I am so grateful to everyone that participated and was vulnerable and shared their triumphs and your frustrations with all of us. It feels like we've become a family, and that's a really special thing. And I think it's pretty rare to find that amongst grown-ups and also people that have their own families and their own friends and their own lives in various parts of the country. But I made friends for life through this, and it was a very, very, very special experience for me. And I'm looking forward to the next time we are going to get together, which was mentioned at the end when we were all getting ready to leave. We decided that as a group we were going to try and all get to Haines City 70.3 this December. That is the final race for Ironman of the season here in North America. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in Haines City in a few months.
Forward. So Haines City is in Florida, December 10th. Maybe you'll join us. Come to Florida, and that's what we're going to be doing. So what I intended was to complete an Ironman, and what I received was way beyond that. A whole team of incredibly awesome people.